Alright guys, I'm going to feature my nice Victor 6 here. I think this one was made in 1913, Victor 6. Really good machine here. This is, I got this from a lady quite a while ago for $50. And I really didn't do anything to the woodwork. It's all nice tiger oak. Just cleaned it up and I rebuilt the motor and new springs. I cleaned the springs and put them back in and so on. Rebuilt the reproducer. Just the usual stuff that I do when typically you do when you get a machine is rebuild the reproducer if you can, because that's where all your sound quality comes from. So it's always good to do. It's easy to do too. What I'm going to feature here for you on here today is a nice Cal Stewart early Victor label here. Uncle Josh on the streetcar is pretty funny. I always find his records and I always grab them if I don't have them. I like Cal Stewart, and I got a couple of early Victor Monarch records of him too as well. So hope you enjoy it. Cal Stewart here. It's Victor 6.
Well, sure, I've had the doggonedest time riding on them trolley cars. What you got here in New York? Well, now, I ain't been riding on them near as much as I've been running after them, trying to catch them. Well, sure, I got on one of them cars out here the other day, and I never laughed more in my life. Up one end of the car was a little slim lady, and right alongside of her was a big flashy lady, and didn't look as though the little slim lady had more than about 2 cents and a half worth of room, and finally she turned around to the big lady. She said they ought to charge by weight on this line, and big lady says, well, if they did, they wouldn't stop for you. Well, then there was a lady got in the car, had a little baby in her arms, real pretty little feller, about 3 or 4 months old, and she handed the conductor a $5 bill, and the conductor looked at her a minute. He says, is that the smallest you got? And the lady says, I've only been married a year and a half. I wanted to be sociable with a little baby, so I just waved my hand at him. I said, how do, baby? And lady got madder than a wet hen about it. She looked around to me and she said, rubber, well, gosh, I never was more sucked back in my life, you know. I thought it was a genuine baby, or I wouldn't been waving my hand at the little rascal. Well, I noticed up one end of the car was a little round machine up there. Conductor had a clothesline tied to it, that every time he got a nickel, he'd yank on the clothesline. First it said in, then it said out and in and out. Well, I couldn't tell what all them in and outs meant, but I come to the conclusion it represented how much he was in and the company was out. Well, I noticed conductor handing out little tickets to the passengers. Some got a yellow one, some got a green one. I didn't know what it was, but I said, mister, if you're giving them away, I'll take one of them. And he said, I'll come around and punch you one in a minute. Well, I seen him coming and I got off. Before I got off, I got talking to that feller out on the front end of the car, and he was pretty nice sort of feller. Showed me how it worked and told me all about it. And when I got off, I said, goodbye, mister. Hope I'll see you again sometime. And he said, oh, I'll run across you one of these days. Gosh, he won't run across me if I see him coming.
There you go. That was a nice Cal Stewart there. Him riding on the trolley car is pretty funny. Laid on a nice Victor 6 here. I haven't featured this machine very often here. I don't think we got like 3 videos, but nice early Victor here, Cal Stewart, Uncle Josh on a streetcar. Stick around because I got a lot more for you.